So I want to start by asking you, you claimed once to be the inventor of the pomlette.
You saw that.
Yeah,
Awesome.
what's the pomlette?
It's this recipe I invented.
Okay.
It's sort of like a pizza omelet,
Right.
but there's a very special technique in making the crust with egg. Like it's like an egg crust dough, and I developed this very unique technique that's just perfect.
Okay.
And when I took my first bite, I was just like, wow, I invented this.
A pizza
So
omelet.
I had to let the world know.
I saw it. Yeah, so you've got the credit now. That's it. It's cemented in history. I'll be honest. I thought you were going to tell me that it was your hairstyle. It was a very
No.
unique hairstyle.
I call my hairstyle the steam hawk.
The steam hawk.
Yeah. It's like a mohawk, but I don't know, it looks like steam. It's all loopy.
Ah, it makes sense now. Oh, steam hawk.
Hawk, yes. Yeah,
Right, okay.
Hawk. If I said it in a British accent, it'd be
So
steam
now,
hawk.
so now, I like that. That was quite a good accent, actually.
Really, should I talk in an English accent for the rest of the interview?
So now, you're also claiming to be the first undocumented human being to land a commercial airline on the moon.
Yep, that's me.
Where did this come from?
I did it.
Undocumented as well, so there's no proof.
Yeah, there's no proof, but yeah, that I did it, and I know I did it, and that's all I have to say about that.
So you're quite an interesting person. You enjoy randomness, I feel.
Yeah, I am probably, I encompass the definition of spontaneous.
When did you start singing?
I've been singing. Apparently, I was born singing. I was born screaming my head off. So my mom said I was born singing.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say that music was the first thing I ever wanted to do. I think my first job I wanted to do was be an eye surgeon, which is really random for an 8-year-old.
A what, sorry?
An eye surgeon.
An eye surgeon?
Yeah. My mom said I always wanted to be an eye surgeon when I was a kid.
That is spontaneous and random, like you say.
Yeah, but I was also in ballet, so I was really focused on potentially being a prima ballerina for the first few years of my life.
So what came first? Obviously, well, I mean, you said you were born singing, but really when I mean like actually singing, when you started hitting notes and making songs and stuff.
When I started writing, it was, so I was really into ballet up until my mid-teens, and sort of overlapping that, I sort of fell in love with sailing.
Mm.
And then I had to give up ballet because it was hurting my knees, all the point shoes. And I just sort of dove into sailing, and sailing led me from small vessels to large vessels, which were like large schooners, which are kind of like wooden, like pirate ships, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Really big, like 30-man crews.
Yeah, wow.
Like Captain Jack Sparrow style.
Okay.
And people would bring instruments onto the ships, and we'd jam it out on the deck. And I was just always wanted to be part of it. So I picked up the guitar from this experience on the boat, and started writing songs more just, I used to actually sing people to sleep on the ship, and that's what I loved doing. I just loved singing people to sleep. So my first music was very folky and soft, and you probably just fall asleep listening to it.
Well, it sounds relaxing though.
Very relaxing, yeah. And I always loved, I loved house music, and I loved diva style singing, like to listen to. But where I'm from, it's more more soft rock, more like country based, more folk based, just in general on the radio. So I didn't have a lot of like access to other people doing that sound. So there was quite a journey, a musical journey to actually get to this point.
Mm.
But I decided on the ship, I realized then that when people started asking me to make copies of my music, I started realizing that I could connect with people through music. And so that sort of inspired me to move forward with it as a potential career.
Right. But in between, obviously, then and now, being on the ships led to you being in the Navy, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, it's sort of, I wouldn't say the sailing led me to the Navy, but definitely being interested in ships spurred, like when I found out about the Navy, it sort of interested me because it was ships. But my brother actually signed up for the Navy, and I was his uncool younger sister who followed him in. I was like, that sounds great. And then I signed up, and a month later it was training boot camp.
Wow.
I was still in high school.
Yeah. How long were you in the Navy for?
Technically 4 years, but I would say that I really served solidly for like 2 years, and I was in the reserves, so I wasn't full time because I couldn't be.
Right.
I was still
Okay.
in school.
Right.
But the boot camp I trained for an entire summer, about 2.5 months solid, and I ended up winning top shot in my platoon. The first time I ever shot, I think I broke a record or something.
Right.
I was really good at shooting,
Wow.
so they called me a sniper.
Yeah.
I like they gave me a plaque that said top shot, and
Wow.
then they were sort of kind of hinting that maybe I should look into being a shooter in the army.
Okay.
So that was an option, and I went into some training once where it was like this simulated war zone, like all virtual, like a computer game with screens all over the place, and you were using real machine guns with lasers wired into them. That was like, it was like playing a video game, but you have real machine guns.
That sounds like the best thing ever.
It was the best thing ever.
Yeah, I'm a big gamer.
You would have loved it.
I love that kind of stuff.
It was so, I was just like, this is the best thing ever. And one day it kind of hit me that one day this is going to be a reality. These are going to be real people, and that helicopter that I just shot down is going to have people in it. And when that sunk in, I just realized, like, it's not just a video game. This is real, and there's no way I could ever actually pull the trigger on a real person. Right. So no. I decided not to do that. I mean, there's way more options in the military, but just the military, I'm glad I did it, but it never was right for me as a person. It was very restricting, such solid rules, and I'm so spontaneous, and I don't like to follow the rules. I like to make my own rules. So
yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
So your current situation, are you signed?
Well, with an indie label that my producer created called Local Legend.
Right.
So it's we created the song together, and then from the song he created Local Legend, and then we put it out independently in January.
Was it strange having your debut single premiered in another country?
Well, I mean, it wasn't weird just because I was really like into what was going on in the UK, and I sort of wanted to debut my music there. I feel like it would be really embraced here.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like maybe it was hadn't quite reached the US or North America. So I actually wanted to come over here and release my music just because I felt like I really fit into the scene, and there's a lot of cool people I could collaborate with. And I never expected it to pick up so quickly. I thought maybe it would be a much longer process. So that's why I wanted to move here and just really just dive into the whole culture, the music culture here. And
it happened faster than you expected.
It just sort of exploded.
Yeah.
In the first week, sort of. We got 200,000 SoundCloud spins, and then we realized we should probably put up the video. Yeah. So we put that out, and I'm really excited, very overwhelmed, and just very grateful that people are supporting it.
Is this your job now? Are you fully in music, or are you having to do other things to make ends meet?
No, now I'm fully in music.
It is.
Yeah. In fact, I don't even have time to do anything else. Suddenly, it was a really sudden shift.
Yeah.
So
the promo run.
Yeah, this is my first promo run, and I actually really enjoy it. I love meeting people, and I love talking with people. So I've been really having a lot of fun.
It's like the perfect job for you then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about Hideaway.
Okay.
So how did the concept of the song come to you? Because it's so catchy as a single. Was it something you really worked on to get that catchy hook, or did it just arrive?
I wrote the whole song was written, mixed, and mastered within an hour and a half. So everything you hear was done from start to finish. And the reason was I had to catch a plane. So as I was leaving to catch the plane, Rami, who's the producer, he just starts making this crazy bass line, and I was about to leave the apartment, and I was like, what is that? Why now? Yeah. So I dropped my stuff. I went back into the studio, and I was like, I need to get on the mic now. And I just jumped on. I was going to spit something out, and I thought maybe you could send it to me because I was going to LA. I was kind of working as a writer at the time. And there was a lot of work out in LA. Basically, I ended up just being like, you know what, I'll just miss my flight. So I went on the mic, the whole melody came out, and I ended up doing lyrics to it really quickly, and Rami created the track as I was writing the lyrics, and the whole thing was finished in an hour, and then he just mixed and mastered it and was like, wow. And I still made my flight.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah.
That's a great story, man. What about the video? Because I mean, the video is all one take, isn't it? There's no edits. There's no cuts.
It's just all one take.
How many times did you have to do that to get the perfect
just
one?
two.
So the one that we've all seen online,
the
official video is the second take.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
That's great. Did you do it with a broken rib?
Yeah.
I heard that.
But I didn't know it was broken, which is probably why I managed to actually do it. I think if I had known my rib was broken, I wouldn't have done it.
How did you break your rib?
It was the rehearsal process. Like, it was really intense because I'm a ballerina, but I've always loved street dance and I've always admired it and watched it, and I've gone out to dance clubs and just kind of tried to do my thing, but I was never a real street dancer. But I just decided, like, I'm doing the music I love now. I want to do a dance that inspires me. So I just threw all of these like old school dance styles into a video and learned them all within 3 days.
Wow.
And had a choreographer, my friend Luba Casto. She's in that whole scene, and I just said, "Can you teach me all of this?" And then in the rehearsal process, I think when the guy was lifting me up, I think something must have happened there because I can't even pinpoint the moment that it happened. But I felt my ribs, there's something off, and then I kept dancing and I kept doing more and more.
He broke your rib.
Well, I don't know if he broke it. I think maybe he injured it.
Blame him.
And then I kept. Yeah, he broke it. It's actually my capoeira instructor, one of them. I played martial arts, but I kept dancing on it. And by the end of the film or the filming, I couldn't even move basically.
Oh man, better now.
Well, you know what? It never healed 100%. It's still stiff. I'm hoping, just because I couldn't move for a month, but it bothered me for a good 6 months, and now it's still stiff, but
it's feeling better.
It's feeling a lot better. Like
Good,
I can move again.
Are you ready for the fun bit, Kiesza?
I'm ready.
Dead or alive, who would you most like to collaborate with?
Michael Jackson.
That's interesting. Everybody says that.
Yeah, well,
I know why.
Everybody should say that.
Yeah, exactly. Michael Jackson or Bob Marley. If you could spend 24 hours with any celebrity, who would it be?
Dead or alive?
Mm-hmm.
Einstein.
Okay. What's the last dream you remember having?
I had this dream about horseback riding. It was really intense and awesome. I was like Western riding really fast on this stallion into the sunset.
What's your favorite TV show?
I really love Game of Thrones.
Oh, yes, that's me.
I can't get enough of it. I'm always angry when it ends. I'm just like, why couldn't you just make one more episode?
Or 3-hour-long episodes.
Yeah.
Right? I'm with you there. If you won the lotto, who would be the first person you told?
I'd probably tell my best friend, Leanna.
Fair enough.
And then my mom.
Best friend first?
Yeah.
Awkward.
Because she would really, really...
What's the best thing about where you're from?
The best thing about where I'm from, the mountains.
Okay.
They're amazing. You can
Snowboard?
You can go snowboarding, you can go skiing, you can go snowmobiling, you can go tobogganing, you can go hiking, fishing, you can go skeet shooting.
Skeet shooting?
Yeah, where you fire clay into the air and shoot them down.
Clay pigeon shooting, we call it.
Clay pigeon shooting, yeah.
Yeah.
There you can do anything in the mountains. It's absolutely, it's like the most lush beauty that you've ever seen in the summer. So I feel really like lucky to have grown up around that.
Yeah, that sounds amazing, man. Yeah. If you could speak another language, what would it be?
I love the sound of Italian, but I actually speak a little bit of French.
And I figured being Canadian.
I think I should. I was thinking of actually studying it again, but I love it the way Italian sounds.
Okay.
So I would love to learn it.
What would be your perfect hangover cure?
Hangover cure?
Yeah.
I would like to say carrot juice. I don't know why. That just popped into my head.
All right, the last one. The last one. Tell me something that no one knows about you.
I can walk on my hands.
You know what? If this room was big enough, I'd make you prove it.
I'm double jointed. My arms bend in ways that they shouldn't.
Show that to the camera.
Yeah, my arms bend in ways, and my shoulders too. I can just sort of like bend in mysterious ways.
Wow.
I'm ambidextrous. I write with both hands. And I'm trying to think. There's probably a lot of weird things. But yeah, those are some things that I don't think many people know about me. Well, some of my friends know I can walk on my hands because sometimes I just do it.
I really wish we had a bigger room.
I'll do it for you. I could.
Is that enough space?
Yeah.
What's your plan for the summer, real quick? Are you touching some festivals?
Yeah, lots of festivals. It's looking like Glastonbury Festival, Lovebox, Great Escape, Glasgow. There's, I think, the Radio 1. There's a whole bunch more. I don't know all of them, but there's like 30 shows booked so far.
Good times.
And it keeps growing, so I should be around for a while. And I'm very excited because I love performing.
Good stuff. Well, if you need a DJ.
Yeah, definitely.
Kiesza, thank you very much. It's DJ DUBL. I'm here with Kiesza. Watch out for her this summer. Her song is massive.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day.
Okay. Wow.
I used to be able to go up steps, but I think it's a little...
That is some balance, man.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Oh.